Hey, what's up? So, Slimed, possibly one of the greatest movie titles of all time, besides, what was it? It was, Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Shark. So, Slimed, beautiful name. Personally, one of the words I use the most. But, so the main plot of this movie is that there are two main characters. There is a Bible salesman, and that there is an atheist, which is a very interesting character dynamic. They do a lot with this. And I know, so I usually watch horror movies, and I thought this was a horror movie. This is a straight-on comedy movie, which was produced by Troma, which is very interesting. This movie is, so little people have watched it, it doesn't even have an average ranking on Letterboxd, which I feel like is kind of a crime, because it's actually a really good movie. Well, it's not like, it's like a good 7 out of, it's more like a 6 out of 10 movie. I would still suggest watching it, though. It is very funny. I really enjoyed it. The main plot is, there's the Bible salesman and the atheist, and to save the farm, or the nature reserve, whatever it is, from the IRS, they have to build a nature building. It's not very explainable, I don't know, and it doesn't really need to be, and so they attempt to build that out in, a creepy area. It's just kind of is. And they find this guy who's like dying and he's covered with slime. So they're like, "What happened?" And then he points to this green slime coming from a pipe, I think. And then they go through it. I guess, I don't know. I watched this movie yesterday, but I don't remember a lot of it. So, yeah. And then they arrive at this like company, the building that's producing it. And the leader is an evil rat puppet, which is honestly, that's a great choice right there. I thought that was pretty funny. But all the workers there are children, and this is probably the most child. I've never seen a movie with more child deaths than this one. Unless you count, like, apocalypse movies, but that doesn't really count. And there's about, I would say 30 children killed in this movie. It's not graphic at all, though. It's played for jokes. There's one part where the atheist there's one kid who's like, "Son, where is your parents?" And he's like, I'm an orphan." He's like, I will be their father, child. And then the Bible salesman runs over to him and is like, "Watch out, there's one right in front of you." And then he kicks him and the kid dies. It's pretty funny though. And yeah, not really much happened in this movie. It was only an hour long. It was less than an hour long. It was 55 minutes long, including credits and everything. And so none of the people in this movie have ever done anything again, which I feel like is a crime, because they were pretty good actors on this. I think there's about so wait, I just gotta say how the movie ends. So it ends, damn it, it ends with the atheist being like, "You know what? I'll pray to God for you, bruh." Because the atheist and the Bible salesman, "For you, bruh." And the Bible salesman become good friends at the end of the movie. And so God appears, and the Bible salesman is like, "God, do you forgive us?" And he says, "Hell no." And he destroys the entirety of North America. So, I gotta shut up. Nobody thinks I'm funny. But yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I give it a good 6.5 out of 10. Kind of like the Super Mario Galaxy movie. It was very interesting. That's all I can say. That's it, really. Yeah, I would suggest watching it though. It was a good time. So yeah, thanks for watching.